Right now, the legal battle over abortion, the governor's new proposal, and what Republican leadership is saying about it.
Some changes to where you'll be allowed to hunt in Wisconsin. Your chance to weigh in.
Leah Linshai just said she's freezing. That means fall is officially here, and so is the fall-like weather.
Good morning, everybody. We are celebrating the first day of fall out on the weather patio this morning, and there is a chill in the air. It's totally different from the 70s we had at this time yesterday morning.
What a swing. Yeah. I mean, it's 25 degrees colder or something like that than it was 24 hours ago.
Yeah, we've had quite the temperature drop as a fall cold front moved in. Now, technically,
it's still summer.
It's still summer for like 16 more hours. And so
we're splitting hairs.
I'm feeling great. Yeah. This is nice. It's crisp.
It's crisp. That's a good word for it.
If I were walking to the bus stop, I would definitely grab a little jacket, I will admit. But it feels good out there, folks. So welcome to the first day of fall. And I mentioned that we still have some hours before we really get to that equinox. That equinox does not happen until 8:03. later on tonight. So there's still some time, but fall starts today. It feels like it. You're going to step outside, and it's not going to be 75 and muggy like it was yesterday. Temperatures right now are coming in at 49. Winds out of the north and northwest at 8 miles per hour. With the dew point at 42, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some additional temperature drops as we go through the next hour or so. In fact, by the time the sun comes up, we start to go the other way. 51 by 8 o'clock, 54 at 10. Still into the 50s, though, even at the noontime hour. That's because we have that northerly wind that will keep some of that cooler air being pumped in. But I do expect us topping out right around 60 at 4 o'clock later on this afternoon. Here's one of the things I want to show you. These are some of the wind chills tomorrow morning. So Leah said she was freezing. Now, tomorrow morning, temperatures will be around 40, so still about 5 to 10 degrees cooler. Some spots will be into the upper 30s, but with the wind, it'll feel like the lower 30s at times tomorrow. So you're going to get that chill. Be prepared for that. Also, be prepared for the chance to see some raindrops late Friday into the early morning hours on Saturday. We're going to time this out in more detail coming up in just a bit.
So I was freezing this morning. It's actually going to be freezing with the wind chills
Close to it, yeah, for sure.
Want to do it again tomorrow, Leah? We can.
Let's do it, Chris. I'm a hardy Wisconsinite.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir. So with the official start of fall, folks already hitting up their local apple orchards and pumpkin patches.
Yeah, they're lucky as this year the weather is guaranteeing a good harvest. Armand Rahman reports.
Whether you're after the usual species or branching out to the blue pear Maine,
we grow about 90 different varieties of apples.
The weather's been ripe for the pickin' at Door Creek Apple Orchard in Cottage Grove.
It's been a great year for apples, which is nice to say because it has not been a great year for apples for most of the past few years.
This year, the trees made it through a spring and summer without any big extremes.
And we've managed to dodge most of the hail events this year. We had a little bit in June that we had a tiny bit of damage from, but then another one missed us just yesterday.
But owner and manager Liz Griffith says those ideal apple conditions, a cold, snowy winter, long, cool spring with weekly rain, and milder summer,
it would be a quote-unquote normal Wisconsin year,
are becoming rare.
There's no ideal Wisconsin year of weather anymore. The weather has just gotten more challenging. So with climate change, you know, things are just becoming so much more unpredictable.
So she was grateful for a good start to the season on Labor Day for people to stock up on their fall favorites.
Cortland behind me is one of them, and Honeycrisp, still popular.
Meanwhile,
I'm choosing the perfect pumpkin.
Pumpkins over at the Calshire Pumpkin Patch have also found the weather pretty close to perfect.
Been a pretty good crop. The rains here lately have made a difference on us. Pumpkins like it dry in August, September, and we've had a lot of rain here in the last few weeks. But all in all, it's a very good crop, and we're happy with it.
And over time, more people gourd big or go home.
20 years ago, we just had pumpkins, small pumpkins, medium, big pumpkins. The last 5 to 8 years now, we've gone more into the colorful stuff, squashes and stuff like that people like to decorate with.
In Dane County, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Both the Pumpkin Patch and the Door Creek Orchard are open until 6 o'clock during the week, and they say the best time to start your fall favorites is the beginning of October.
Best time of the year, that's for sure. All right, to the state capitol now. Governor Evers is calling for a special session of the state legislature on a constitutional amendment that would allow the public to vote if abortion should be allowed in Wisconsin.
I know where Wisconsinites stand on this issue. This is about doing the right thing and protecting the freedom of half of the state's population. If Republican legislators aren't going to uphold the will of the people, then the people of the state should have the right to take a stand at the ballot box.
There's currently a pre-Civil War abortion ban in place from 1849. It criminalizes the procedure with no exceptions for rape or incest. Republicans gavel in and out of the last special session Governor Evers called earlier this year in about 13 seconds. Republican leaders now responding to this special session with a joint statement. It reads in part, Governor Evers would rather push his agenda to have abortion available until birth than talk about his failure to address rising crime and runaway inflation.
Continuing coverage now into the Trump investigation. A federal appeals court is letting the Justice Department resume its criminal probe of classified documents seized from Mar-a-Lago. The emergency intervention reverses a trial judge's ruling that blocked federal investigators' work on the documents. And the New York Attorney General this morning, Letitia James, filing a new $250 million civil lawsuit seeking to stop Trump and his 3 children from ever running another business in the state. The suit alleges the family committed several acts of fraud, scheming to enrich themselves by inflating the values of properties. Trump's attorneys called the lawsuit meritless and an unchecked abuse of authority.
Looking ahead here in Wisconsin, the DNR looking to close part of the Horicon Marsh to hunting, and they want your feedback on the topic. It's considering a change to the Marsh's master plan that would close 78 acres to all hunting. Specifically, there are residential areas near the marsh that the DNR says they're hearing safety concerns from. This area is already mostly just used for bow hunting. If you have any questions or comments on the proposal, you have until October 5th to send an email. The address to use is at the bottom of your screen. This is up on channel3000.com as well.
Happening today, a big announcement from a pair of local colleges that could impact students. Madison College and UW-Platteville set to sign a new transfer agreement. That would allow Madison College students to transfer their associate degree directly, or their degree credits, I should say, directly to UW-Platteville's bachelor degree program. This relates to 3 programs in particular: business management, construction management, and criminal justice. We'll learn more about this program and how it affects students at a news conference later today.
In Rock County, the Beloit School District is announcing the finalists for its new superintendent. The board interviewed 6 potential candidates last week, narrowing it down to these 4. Dr. Willie Garrison is Director of Learning for the Brown Deer School District. Dr. Brenda Lewis works in Grand Forks, North Dakota as Assistant Superintendent for Elementaries. Dr. Anita White also on the list here. She's an Assistant Superintendent in Hopkins, Illinois. The final name, Dr. Darrell Williams. He already works as Interim Superintendent in Beloit. These 4 move on to final interviews next week.
Coming up, we're taking action to help families with babies. How you can donate to SSM Health's diaper drive.
And we've got a fun way for you to get out with the family and benefit UCP of Greater Dane County this weekend. We're in the 608 with the details after the break.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, with Lazy Boy recliners from $3.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
I received a call that my granddaughter had been hit. She suffered a serious brain injury and nearly died. The driver should have been in jail. Mandela Barnes supports no cash bail that puts criminals like Darrell Brooks back on the streets. He's more worried about criminals than victims. Mandela Barnes doesn't have the judgment to keep our communities safe.
Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Look, it's a Dupaco. We're not a bird or a plane. We are a mighty credit union, born of thrift and laser focused on the interests of our members. Harnessing the combined power of more than 144,000 members and businesses, we work to put money back where it belongs, into your community and into your pocket, working tirelessly to help you pursue your dreams. Isn't that super? Join the movement at dupaco.com/super. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
There's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
It's the biggest sale of the season. 50 50% off Feldco windows, plus no interest until 2024.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
So I just started this new trapeze class and...
Whoa, the new iPhone is here.
I know, right? The ultimate iPhone. US Cellular paid for mine and I was already a customer.
The new iPhone is here.
Right, and you'd be smart to get it at US Cellular. They have price protection, so you know your rate won't go up.
Now, new and current customers can get any new iPhone 14 Pro or iPhone 14 Pro Max on us.
Okay, I'll just wait here and watch your donut.
At US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Joe Biden on Medicare for All.
It's going to raise taxes on middle-class people.
Medicare for All would double your income taxes, ban employer-provided and union health plans, and bankrupt Medicare for seniors. Mandela Barnes still supports Bernie Sanders' socialist takeover of your health care.
Medicare for All is the easiest way to get us to universal health care.
Mandela Barnes, more liberal than Joe Biden, way too liberal for Wisconsin.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Store's anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. It's time to celebrate all abilities here in the 608.
Josh Breider is live in Fitchburg this morning. The preview of the Family Frolic that's happening this weekend. Hey there, Josh. Still getting into the bubbles, huh?
What's he do?
I got the big bubbles, yeah. I had one like right in front of my face. I was like right behind the bubble, but then I breathed and it popped. So that's how my morning is going. So if I'm like holding my breath, that is why. Hey, we've got a great opportunity, and obviously I'm having a lot of fun out here. This is an opportunity for the whole family to come out and really have a good time on Saturday, and it's all going to benefit the UCP of Greater Dane County. Now, we've highlighted this organization before. Really good things happening, and this is really an opportunity for you to see and really help them out as well. Kim Anderson with UCP of Greater Dane County is out here with us. I'm loving these bubbles, Kim. This is so much fun. You know, talk a little bit about how, things are going, because I know we've met with you before with the pandemic and how things have really changed the way that you guys do as an organization. You're really hoping the community can come back together now.
We really are, and we hope this event can kind of kick that off. The pandemic, for many organizations, ours included, struggled with not only the guidelines and having to the mandated quarantines and masking and all of that took place during the pandemic that directly affected the services we provided to our clients. It also, people were staying in, they were kind of coming in closer together and saving their money and all of that kind of stuff too. So, now we're as an organization, we're looking for staff, and a lot of organizations are looking for staff, and service organizations in particular are having trouble with that. And we need to raise more funding because we really kind of had a slowdown on the funding side for a couple of years too. So this event is, free and open to the public. We want people to come. We don't want people to feel like they have to spend money here necessarily, but if people have it in their hearts to do so, we do have, this 50-50 raffle. It's a cash raffle, so you need to bring cash to win cash. And the proceeds of that raffle will go directly towards services and programs, and also, ways to hire people to get those wait lists down, because parents are and families are looking for providers.
So let's throw the information up on the screen right now. So this is all happening this Saturday. This is the first time that you guys have ever done a family frolic, so you're super excited.
Yes, we're super excited. We have Ken Longquist, who's an amazing folk performer, and he'll be doing 2 sets in the shelter here at McGaw Park. We have food trucks, which will be selling delicious food for the day. We have a bounce house, which I'm sure will be very busy. You should come, Josh.
Oh, I'll be there.
Probably like bounce houses too. We also have a big sand pit. Kids can just do the sand, and adults love these activities too. Playing with 150 balls in a indented area in the grass is fun, and so, we're really hoping that, by living our mission, that understanding disabilities, creating opportunities for people to play together and have fun together and celebrate all abilities. That's really our goal.
Awesome. Well, Kim, thank you so much for what you're doing. We'll get all of this up on channel3000.com as well.
Great.
Let's see if we can get another big bubble here going. I'm failing. There we go. Oh boy, it's going right towards you. Mark's like back there. Don't panic. Don't panic. You got this. You got this, guys. Again, all of this information up on channel3000.com. I got a couple big ones here. I'm also getting really wet from all these bubbles here too. So maybe I'm not that great at a bubble maker. I don't know, guys. We'll leave it up to you.
It's a skill. It's a skill. Acquired over.
Skill.
Acquired over 4 children.
It is.
I'm very, very wet.
Go wash your hands.
Right
we'll
now.
check in with you in a little
I know.
Thanks, Josh.
Very good event happening this weekend. If you can,
help him out.
Check it out. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
Here's another chance to do some good. SSM Health hosting a diaper drive for struggling families. According to Babies and Beyond of Wisconsin, 1 in 3 families will experience a need for diapers. Babies on average go through 12 diapers a day. Once they hit toddler age, it can still be between about 6 to 8 a day. Diapers cannot be bought with food stamps, nor are they covered by WIC. There are also 0 federally funded programs to support diaper access and need.
People are kind of left without options, and that is one of the reasons why diaper donations and financial contributions to diaper drives like Babies and Beyond are so crucial, and also getting the word out for families who are in need know, wow, I don't have to struggle, I can go to a place to get help.
Those who need diapers can get 50 free ones a month from Babies and Beyond Wisconsin. That's the average number of diapers that low-income families are short of each month. Anyone looking to donate, you can drop off those diapers at the SSM Health Clinic located at 1211 Fish Hatchery Drive, or you can donate directly to Babies and Beyond Wisconsin. All the information's up this morning on our website, channel3000.com.
No federal programs, no state programs to provide diapers.
I had to double check that this morning because I thought they were, maybe at some point, covered by WIC, but they're not. And diapers are so expensive. I mean, believe me, we've had at least 1 kid in diapers for over 8 years.
Now imagine if you couldn't afford that, let alone the formula issues. I mean, my goodness.
Are you taking notes?
I am. It's honestly shocking what little support there can be for families. So that diaper drive, really a wonderful way to give back to your community.
If you could help out, they would really appreciate it. You do a lot of good.
Speaking of ways to give back to your community, the Coats for Kids campaign is inching closer to the 2,000 mark. Could reach it by the end of this week. With your help, of course. So far, the campaign has received 1,766 kids' winter coats. If you have a gently used kids' size winter coat that's taken up space in your closet, you don't need it anymore, drop it off at any area Clinky Cleaners through October 8th. It's not just coats that are needed either. You could donate winter hats, mittens, snow pants, snow suits, that sort of thing. They do not take boots. So limit this to coats or accessories here. If you don't have a coat, you could buy one off the Coalition's Amazon wish list. Really make some kids' winter. We have a link to that list on channel3000.com/coats4kids.
I had to grab the jacket this morning. It is chilly out there, much chillier than it was this time yesterday. And Chris, should I say, a little silver lining that comes with those chilly temperatures. Some beautiful color out there, just starting to come up.
Yeah, the leaves getting ready to change around here. One of the things we're seeing as you look out and you drive around Madison, you start to see more and more of the color in the trees. Right now it's patchy. We won't peak until about another 4, maybe 5 weeks. So we have some time before that actually happens. But we're moving into a weather pattern that should really be good for a lot of those fall colors. One of the things you need is a wet growing season. We've had that. You want a dry and quiet fall. It's been quieter for the most part, and temperatures you want generally cooler but not frosty, and that's one of those patterns that we're starting to move into. The oranges and the yellows you're going to get from the lowering sun angle, but those brilliant reds and purples you want crisp, cool nights along with dry, mild days, and that is also fitting of the pattern that we are getting ready to move into. Crisp and cool right now. Lots of 40s, some 50s, even some spots into the 30s. 35 now, and Black River Falls this morning. I'll be intrigued to see where Black River Falls will be tomorrow morning. Most of us here in the Madison Metro are into the 40s. All of us actually are into the 40s, but you do have a couple of cool spots. 43 in Wanakee. Sauk City, you're at 42. Cross Plains is at 41. Most of us are hanging out around the 45-degree mark. We'll all top out close to 60 later on this afternoon. That does come with sunshine, and then eventually we'll start to see a rain chance get into the mix. That happens tomorrow, so I'm pushing this forward. We're tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Temperatures into the upper 50s and low 60s. Notice the gray. That's some of that cloud cover moving in. I cannot rule out a stray shower early, but your better chance for rain happens while a lot of us are sleeping tomorrow. This is 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. A couple of raindrops are moving through. Let me show you a wider view and really take you hour by hour on how this all begins to play out, shall we? This is today again. Sunshine. Temperatures around 60. Winds are staying out of the north. We'll cool down to about 40 overnight tonight. Several spots will likely dip into the upper 30s tomorrow morning. Here's our cloud cover tomorrow afternoon. This is now 6 o'clock. Temperatures are into the 50s to around 60. And now here are those overnight hours where you see that chance for the showers of thunderstorms rolling through. But a lot of that clears out by the time we actually wake up on Saturday. Maybe a stray shower on Saturday morning will warm up towards 67 into the afternoon. More sunshine and temperatures in the 60s and the days to follow.
Okay, Chris Reese, thank you very much. We appreciate it, sir. 6:20 now, a 5-car semi pileup leaving quite a mess on a Florida highway. Why some might be crying over what spilled.
And in our next half hour, kids arrested. The burglaries police believe they're responsible for.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Spas! The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhoffels. Tempur-Pedic is designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Queen Tempur-Pedic start at just $24.49. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. You can rest easy when you take advantage of Steinhoffels special financing. Isn't it time you got a great night's sleep? Relax. It's Steinhoffels.
At a company, the culture comes from the top. Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times over sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. Women who worked for Michaels' company said they were groped, assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Higher-ups at Michaels dismissed the women as liars and even fired those who spoke out. Is that what we need for Wisconsin? Tim Michaels, too radical, too divisive.
Brothers Maine has been family-owned since 1938. Some of us were born into this family, and others chose to join through the years. And we know you can't replace family, but you can replace appliances, and Brothers Maine is here for you when one breaks down. Our in-house team has delivered ranges to washers to refrigerators to hectic households in a pinch, oftentimes the next day. Just because an appliance breaks down doesn't mean you have to. We're not big box. We're Brothers Maine, and we want you to feel like family here.
With Dad's arthritis, he struggles with housework and bathing, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their age-at-home service, Dad gets the help he needs to stay independent at home.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
It's our biggest sale of the year. Get back to your health and fitness goals by joining Anytime Fitness for just $1 now through October 7th. Let us help you turn no I can't into yes I can. Now through October 7th, join Anytime Fitness for just $1. Hurry in today.
Spas! The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobison, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
Welcome back. Trending this morning down in Florida. A 5 semi pileup causing a major spill of beer on the highway.
Take a look at the scene. Minor injuries reported, but what a mess. So here's what happened. Police say a semi slammed into the back of another. This happened yesterday morning on Interstate 75, about an hour north of Tampa. After the initial crash, 2 semis were able to stop behind the crash, but then a 5th semi slammed into the trucks, and it caused a bunch of Coors and concrete to pour out onto the interstate.
Boy, what a mess. Look at all those cans and boxes of beer.
Light. Look at that.
Some Coors Light fan is crying out there. What's your drink of choice? I don't even know. Your favorite beer?
I don't drink beer anymore, remember.
But if you had to pick.
When I did, it depends. Depends on the setting. There's sipping beer. There's drinking beer. There's beer you enjoy.
That's a picky man.
I know. Just,
my dad wouldn't want to go to dinner with you.
Too picky.
They don't have Busch Light?
Yeah, I know. Leah's not having it.
I'm out. You're not a beer
I don't drink beer.
Yeah.
I don't drink
Chris
beer.
More of a wine guy.
I'm a wine or a margarita guy, all kinds of cocktails. But if I had to have a beer, the only beer I have ever liked, ever, is actually Spotted Cow.
That's right.
Spotted Cow is
true
delicious.
Wisconsinite.
So that is the only beer I've ever had that I said, this is enjoyable, and I bought a case.
There you go.
So. Well, hey, no Spotted Cow spilled on that interstate, no Busch Light.
Yeah.
So none of us are crying over here. No margaritas, we're all right.
I know, but somebody's crying headed to the bus stop this morning, and that's probably because
Chilly.
It is a little cooler as you are out and about. Look for more sunshine today. We are in the 40s. Some communities are into the 30s throughout parts of Wisconsin, but we are all in the 40s. We'll be into the upper 50s at bus drop-off time, so we struggle to even make it to 60 degrees today.
Ooh.
Gosh, fall right on cue this morning.
Yep.
Oh, gosh, the calendar and the Mother Nature in sync. Right?
In sync.
We will be back in about 3 minutes. Stay with us, folks.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stoughton Health's Breast Cancer Risk Assessment can help you understand your personal breast cancer risk and strategies to reduce your risk. The screening is a free service Stoughton Health offers to help women take charge of their health.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
There's no other place where my story is possible. My mom was a teacher. My dad worked third shift. It was our ticket to the middle class. That's the promise of America I'll fight to protect. While others send our jobs overseas, I'll bring manufacturing back. Invest in our own workers and stock our shelves with American products. And with a middle-class tax cut, you'll be able to keep more of what you earn. I know the promise of America, and no one will fight harder to protect it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Menards is a one-stop shop for everything you need. Plus, get 11% off. When it comes to cleaning, Zep has you covered. From kitchens to bathrooms, Zep Cleaning Solutions tackle the toughest messes. Get 11% off all Zep cleaning supplies. Stock up on your favorite Procter & Gamble products. They deliver quality products from brands that you can trust, like Dawn, Tide, and Bounty. Get 11% off all Procter & Gamble products now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each Butterburger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
Stoughton Health's breast cancer risk assessment can help you understand your personal breast cancer risk and strategies to reduce your risk. The screening is a free service Stoughton Health offers to help women take charge of their health.
Right now, kids arrested for crimes after a string of gas station burglaries. Just how young the suspects are.
Interest rates going up once again. How badly this hike will hurt your wallet, and when we'll see another one.
And it is here. Fall, along with fall-like temperatures as you head out the door.
Better believe it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this chilly News 3 Now morning. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Happy fall, y'all.
Have you been waiting all morning to say that?
And we want to welcome in our viewers in Lacrosse this morning, our sister station WKBT, experiencing some technical issues.
I spent some time in Lacrosse.
Hang out with us.
Glad to be back, folks. Hey, you might be seeing a little bit more color than we have here in Madison. We're just starting to see the colors pop here. Chris Reese, that's going to change quite quickly as we enter the fall season.
Yes, it will, especially with the weather pattern that we are moving into. Like I said, it's here when it comes to fall, and we are noticing a big change in temperature compared to 24 hours ago. Madison, 23 degrees cooler than 24 hours ago. Lacrosse, you guys are 18 degrees cooler than 24 hours ago. Marshfield, 20 degrees cooler, 24 degrees cooler in Milwaukee. So we're all feeling that chill. 48 degrees in Lacrosse right now, 41 in Marshfield. Madison, we are coming in at 49, but all of us are dry. Get this, though. The pattern is one that you have some lake effect rain showers across parts of the UP this morning. Those will not impact us. We'll keep that sunshine around all throughout southern Wisconsin and Lacrosse and Madison today, all the way down towards Janesville. Here's a closer look at a lot of those temperatures. 35 and Black River Falls right now. You drive over towards Sparta, temperatures are in the 30s too. Closer towards southern Wisconsin, we see more of those temperatures hanging out into the 40s. It is 49 right now in Madison, and we will warm things up to the low 60s today for Madison and Lacrosse. And we'll keep that sunshine around all day long.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you much. Topping the headlines this morning, Madison police have arrested 2 suspects connected to a string of gas station burglaries. Investigators say the 4 gas stations burglarized happened on September 7th and 8th by a 12 and a 13-year-old. The offenders so young they nearly didn't qualify to be tried as juveniles. Very little cash was taken. Most losses were due to property damage and merchandise. The suspects were out in under a minute. Looking for unique traits in surveillance footage, police immediately realized this was a unique case.
The detective that has this case got a lot of help from one of the victims who really scoured a lot of video and was able to find some video of the suspects in the same business without being covered up to the degree that they were when they committed the crime.
Police say the suspects have been processed in the juvenile court system, meaning they won't be detained. Instead, they'll be rehabilitated.
Some breaking news just into the newsroom this morning. Medflight called to a serious crash in Columbia County. We are working to learn more right now. Columbia County deputies, though, confirming that crash on Haynes Road just north of Partyville last night. They wouldn't comment on the severity of injuries, again saying Medflight responded. That's all they will tell us this morning. We will continue to ask questions of authorities in Columbia County and bring you updates right here on News 3 Now this morning.
To more local news now. Thousands of Madison City employees could each get a $1,000 bonus next year. It's part of the mayor's budget. The mayor says this would be a one-time payment, thanking city employees for their work during the pandemic and helping them deal with inflation. It would cost the city just about $3.5 million. That money would come out of an insurance fund, which is funded almost entirely by employees.
This is money that employees pay in, and so we're essentially able to return that money to them in a time when, you know, it's a little bit of a tough time for households in our community, and I'm happy to be able to recognize our employees.
About 2,900 city employees, both part-time and full-time, would qualify. After taxes, it comes out to about $650 to $850. The Common Council will have the final say on whether the employees get the bonus.
A recent Marquette Law School poll reveals 56% of voters are very concerned about ensuring votes are accurately counted. Experts say, though, your elections are safe. The Lacrosse City Clerk is reiterating the voting process, both in her hometown and across Wisconsin, is transparent, regardless of the polling place you use.
The counts are triple checked. They're checked at the municipal level, they're double checked at the county level, and then they're certified by the state.
There are plenty of opportunities for the public to watch and process and learn more about the entire process from city clerks. All you have to do is ask. And new this morning, the Wisconsin Elections Commission is in the process of reviewing rules for election observers. This comes as Democrats and Republicans alike aggressively recruit partisan watchers to ensure election workers adhere to the law this November. With that comes increased reports of intimidating behavior toward voters. Any new rules will not be in effect ahead of November. That process lasts up to 2 years. The first step, the group sending a letter of intent to the governor outlining the scope of their plans. If he approves it, those plans will be open to public comment.
Continuing coverage now, the African-American Jewish Friendship Group says the findings of a Madison-based study looking at employment trends in our area contradict many employers' goals for diversifying the workplace. The organization's countywide survey drew responses from nearly 200 employers and 75,000 employees. African Americans make up 6.5% of the greater metro population, but the survey found exceptionally low percentages of companies that have black executives and managers. In school districts, 5 of them in the county have no black teachers. MMSD has the most diversity, with 3% of its staff being black.
Problematic as the numbers in this report are, those obtained by survey probably may be more likely reflecting organizations that are more interested in what we're doing than not. And if that's the case, the true situation may be even worse than what we've seen here.
As the Writing Committee points out, these results may not paint the true picture of racial disparities here in Dane County. To view the entire 36-page report, go to channel3000.com.
The Federal Reserve once again announcing interest rate hikes this week. This marks the 5th time just this year to try and offset inflation. Meanwhile, prices for essentials continue to rise. Electricity bills up almost 16% compared to a year ago. Housing is up 6%. Prices at the grocery store more than 13%. The Federal Reserve is expected to raise rates 2 more times this year, the next hike likely to come in November.
High inflation imposes significant hardship as it erodes purchasing power, especially for those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials.
A new survey from Bankrate shows the average credit card interest rate is now at more than 18%. That's an all-time high.
Around the state this morning, the Mayo Clinic Health System launching a new program to help Lacrosse firefighters address their strength and well-being. One of the goals of the program is to prevent injuries on the job. In addition to assessing each firefighter's strength, the health system also plans to conduct a number of fitness tests with the department and then measure the results of those tests every 4 or 5 weeks.
We are just trying to help them be able to do it at the highest level while also looking at trying to reduce aches and pains and try and hopefully reduce some risk of injury along the way.
The Lacrosse Fire Chief expects a sizable number of firefighters to participate in this program on a monthly or quarterly basis. It's not clear at this point, though, how many will sign up. It's 6:37 here on your Thursday. It's the first day of fall, and it is sure feeling like it out there. Chris is tracking those falling temps and a chance of some rain this weekend.
And a bike ride in honor of fallen military members. Just how far a Wisconsin veteran plans to go.
And I'm King Josh at the 608 this morning. We're having some fun ahead of the family frolic this weekend. Oh boy, hey, caught all 3 of them, all to benefit UCP of Greater Dane County when we come back.
Ashley's Fall Scratch-Off promotion is happening now. Come in now for your scratch card that could be worth up to $5,000. Plus, get 78% off clearance items. Plus, 60-month special financing. Plus, doorbuster deals. Plus, fast delivery. Don't miss these savings. Ashley.
it changes your entire world. I know because I was a victim myself. So to think there are people like Senator Ron Johnson in Washington who'd make it harder. Ron Johnson supported the Supreme Court's decision outlawing abortion in Wisconsin, even for victims of rape and incest, allowing doctors and nurses to be prosecuted. When I think about other victims and what they're going to have to go through because of Ron Johnson, he doesn't share our values. S&P is responsible for the content of this ad.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape, Edge, or Explorer and get 0% financing for 66 months.
Very loud. It sounds like a bull running through a china shop. I don't know what else to say.
People don't realize how nice a door can run until they get it serviced. It's whisper quiet. Your neighbors will thank you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Keep bragging about your buck after the hunt with wild game processing from Johnson's Sausage Shop in Ryle, Wisconsin. Friends enjoy a hunting story more over a jalapeno cheddar stick. Johnson's Sausage Shop accepts wild game 7 days a week. First bucks in are the first brats out.
Joe Biden on Medicare for All.
It's going to raise taxes on middle-class people.
Medicare for All would double your income taxes, ban employer-provided and union health plans, and bankrupt Medicare for seniors. Mandela Barnes still supports Bernie Sanders' socialist takeover of your health care.
Medicare for All is the easiest way to get us to universal health care.
Mandela Barnes, more liberal than Joe Biden, way too liberal for Wisconsin.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
It's Furniture and Appliance Mart's scratch-off promotion. Come in for your scratch card, worth up to $5,000. Plus, buy any LG washer and get the dryer free. Plus, 60-month special financing. Plus, fast delivery. At Furniture and Appliance Mart, inside Ashley off the Beltline and East Springs Drive.
Restraint and seclusion are a last resort for managing student behavior, but some say schools are abusing the protocols.
They have all the power. That's not about safety.
Chris Stanford learns why one local family fought back. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6. Tonight on WISC-TV begins with back-to-back episodes of Young Sheldon, followed by a new Big Brother, plus a double dose of ghosts. Then it's News 3 Now at 10. All your favorite shows are on WISC-TV. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Hi, Chris. I'm Beth from Madison. Chris, plan my day.
Well, good morning, Beth from Madison. You have the right outfit planned out with the hoodie there because we have some chilly air that's moving in. We've been talking about this cold front for a couple of days, and it is here now, a big change in temperature. So a hoodie or a jacket, that'll be good headed out the door. Also, the sunglasses. Not expecting any kind of rain today, not anywhere throughout southern Wisconsin, but we do get the chill. 23 degrees colder than 24 hours ago in Madison. Janesville, 23 degrees colder, but check out Bosca Bell. 28 degrees colder there, 19 degrees cooler in Viroqua, Lacrosse at 18 degrees cooler. So we're all experiencing the chill headed out the door. Madison right now, 49 degrees, 50 for Janesville, 44 in Viroqua, 39 in Camp Douglas. Black River Falls has dropped to 33. That is the actual air temperature right now, 1 degree above freezing in Black River Falls. So it's possible we have some frost in some spots there. Winds are out of the north and northwest at about 8 miles per hour. We will keep that northwesterly wind flow going throughout the day, and that means our temperatures stay cooler. We'll only top out right around 60 or so, and that's with the sunshine. So truly a cooler brand of air has worked its way into the picture now. I want to take you hour by hour with how things are going to play out. This is 4 o'clock today. You notice everyone topping out to the upper 50s, right around 60 or so. Southwestern Wisconsin, typically a little bit warmer, so you might make it into the mid-60s. Lacrosse, the sandy soils there will help your temperatures likely make it into the middle 60s as well. We'll cool down overnight tonight. Look for your overnight lows likely around 40. Some spots will likely dip into the upper 30s as well. Further closer to the Mississippi River, it'll be a little bit warmer. Upper 40s close to 50. Your overnight low in Lacrosse right around 47 or so. This is tomorrow. We'll top out into the upper 50s to around 60 again. Cloud cover starts to roll in, and we'll also start to see a chance, at least, for a couple of showers or thunderstorms rolling on through, mostly showers. We don't have too much thunderstorm energy, but a lot of that happens while we're sleeping. This is 1 o'clock in the morning, and most of that will clear out by the time you begin to wake up on Saturday. So some cloud cover early, but we'll see our temperatures topping out perhaps around 70 on Saturday in Lacrosse. 67 is my forecast high for us here in Madison on Saturday. Sunday, 65. Can't rule out a chance of a shower late Sunday. And then beyond that, it is a cool stretch in the week ahead. Low 60s with sunshine for most of those days.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you. 6:44 now. Time to celebrate all abilities here in the 608.
Josh Bryder live in Fitchburg with a preview of the family frolic happening this weekend. He's having a heck of a lot of fun even before the event starts.
Yeah, I was trying to juggle for you guys. Kim threw in another ball. It doesn't work. I can juggle 2 balls, but as soon as you put that third one in there, I can't do it, Kim.
Hey, you tried.
I tried. So we're having a lot of fun here. Yeah. We've got the balloon hats. We've got bubbles. We've got balls. We've got all of the action here, and for good reason, because you guys are getting excited for your first family frolic happening on Saturday for UCP of Greater Dane County.
Yes, 4 to 7 p.m. at McGaw Park in Fitchburg. We are super excited to have all the fun activities, good old-fashioned fun for everyone, family-oriented, and we're celebrating inclusion and we're celebrating all abilities.
And of course, the lighting here in the shelter turns off right at this time as the sun is coming up this morning. But you know, you are super excited because this is really about bringing the community together. And you guys are one single organization, but it really takes a lot of people to come together to make you guys successful in where you're at.
It really does. And, you know, we have this community resource fair as a part of the event. We hope people will come and talk to the folks that are participating in that. Madison Children's Museum Roadshow will be here doing activities and doing a community mural project, which we think we're really excited to be a part of. We have Children's Theater of Madison coming, MSCR is going to be here, and Miracle League of Dane County, we had mentioned earlier, and Yoga Autism and some other organizations as well that really have information for everybody.
And this is obviously, you know, UCP, United Cerebral Palsy, but this is really about just being inclusive with all children, right?
Absolutely. All children, all abilities. We really believe that when children and families and even adults with disabilities are included, everybody is better for it.
So let's throw the information up on the screen right now. Once more here, Kim, if people are interested, what do they need to know about Saturday?
So 4 to 7 p.m., McGaw Park. You'll pull in and there's parking for people who need mobility parking, and there's regular parking. Everything is accessible here. The trails are paved for the most part. And there will be food for purchase, a community resource fair for people to get more information, and all kinds of fun activities that anybody can do.
Including the balloon hats.
That's right.
Look at this. I think we look pretty, what did Leah say earlier? Fly? Yeah. I think we're looking pretty fly here on a Thursday morning. Guys, look at this. We've got balloons, we've got balls, and we've got boy. I don't know where I was going with that.
And bubbles.
And bubbles. We got bubbles. We got it all here on a Thursday morning here, guys. A lot of fun looking forward to on Saturday.
Okay, if the balloon hats don't convince you to come on out, nothing will.
Josh Bryder.
Look at that.
I know. I'm loving it.
So squeaky.
Bringing some great energy this morning for a wonderful, worthy cause. Josh Bryder live in Fitchburg this morning. Thanks, Josh.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
A U.S. military veteran from Milwaukee is preparing to start a month-long journey to honor his military brothers who died in combat 15 years ago. This Sunday, retired Army Colonel Christopher Kalenda will start his ride in Nebraska. He'll pedal all the way to Arlington National Cemetery. Along the way, he'll stop at 6 grave sites. It'll be a 1,700-mile journey. Those grave sites are of paratroopers who served under him and died in combat. But Kalenda says his journey is bigger than that. It's to raise money for veterans struggling with suicidal thoughts.
And you suddenly feel like I don't have that same sense of purpose anymore. It's like nobody out here gets me. Nobody's got my back. Nobody knows how to help me.
Think about this, folks. More than 7,000 U.S. service members were killed in post-9/11 wars. 7,000. But more than 30,000 have died by suicide. Donations to the Fallen Hero Honor Ride can be made at any time.
It is 6:48 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, why a Wisconsin woman is headed to Puerto Rico to help in the aftermath of Hurricane Fiona.
First, though, we want to say happy birthday to Mavy and Steely and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Warrens, Wisconsin.
Ashley is Wisconsin's largest mattress retailer, and their fall scratch-off promotion is happening now. Come in now for a scratch card worth up to $5,000, plus $400 off any size Purple Plus mattress. Like this Purple Plus Queen, only $14.99. Don't miss these mattress savings. Ashley.
At a company, the culture comes from the top. Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times over sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. Women who worked for Michaels' company said they were groped, assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Higher-ups at Michaels dismissed the women as liars and even fired those who spoke out. Is that what we need for Wisconsin? Tim Michaels, too radical, too divisive.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream?
From the big screen to the Broadway stage, Pretty Woman the Musical. Coming to Overture Center October 18th through the 23rd. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Your mission, stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis
Or active psoriatic arthritis.
and take it on with Rinvoq.
Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that tackles pain, stiffness, swelling.
For some, Rinvoq significantly reduces RA and PSA fatigue. It can stop irreversible joint damage.
And Rinvoq can leave skin clear, or almost clear, in PSA. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Ask your rheumatologist about Rinvoq Relief. Rinvoq. Make it your mission. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Rinvoq.
You heard the jingle, man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Ashley's fall scratch-off promotion is happening now. Come in now for your scratch card that could be worth up to $5,000. Plus, get 78% off clearance items. Plus, 60-month special financing. Plus, doorbuster deals. Plus, fast delivery. Don't miss these savings. Ashley.
Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen. Join for just $1 through October 7th.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Firefighters are looking into the cause of a fire overnight downtown off East Washington Avenue. Take a look. Flames and smoke. You can see them coming from the Research Products building right across the street from the Lyric apartment complex. A viewer sent us these photos. Firefighters were able to knock down the fire in a couple of hours. There are no reports of injuries. It's not clear, though, how much damage there is there this morning.
A 29-year-old woman facing charges this morning after police say she beat, bit, and cut another woman. Officers were sent to part of Flower Lane right here off of Gammon around 6:15 on Tuesday evening for a report of a stabbing. A 26-year-old woman was taken to a local hospital. She is expected to recover from her injuries. Police said it started as an argument between the two that escalated into a fight. And at one point, the 29-year-old allegedly had a pair of scissors and continued to attack the 26-year-old.
Madison police say 2 kids barely old enough to go through the juvenile court system are responsible for a string of gas station burglaries. They are ages 12 and 13. Quite a bit of damage and stolen goods, but little cash was taken in any of these cases. Police say the suspects are considered juveniles, meaning they'll be rehabilitated instead of detained. The U.S. Supreme Court is scheduled to start its October term in less than 2 weeks, and confidence in the court is still dropping. According to the latest Marquette Law School poll, 60% of adults disapprove of the actions of the court. That's similar from numbers found back in July. In the upcoming term for the court, justices will hear cases on whether race can be considered in college admissions and whether religious beliefs should allow businesses to deny service to customers.
Almost 8 weeks after the drawing in one of the largest ever Mega Millions jackpots, 2 people who agreed to split the prize if they won have now come forward to claim the big prize. It was $1.34 billion. You remember that? The winning ticket bought late in July at a gas station right here in Des Plaines, Illinois. The winners, who have spent the past few weeks working with professional legal and financial advisors, wish to remain anonymous. They have opted to take the lump sum payment of $780 million.
Green Bay Packers running back Aaron Jones is helping kids in need 1 yard at a time. He's partnering with Cousin Subs for the Yards for Shoes campaign. For every rushing yard he gains this season, a pair of shoes will be donated to a kid at a Boys and Girls Club location across Wisconsin. So far, Jones has run for 181 rushing yards this season.
Wisconsin's Red Cross helping respond to Hurricane Fiona. Fiona continues its path through the Caribbean this morning. Puerto Rico still without water or power for many of them. A volunteer from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, headed now to help the island. Retired nurse Diana Trush says she has family there, so it's personal for her.
The Federal Reserve keeping its promise to raise interest rates by 0.75 percentage point. This marks the 3rd consecutive rate hike of that size. The central bank is warning investors to expect more as it tries to tame inflation, which is at a 4-decade high.
An unruly passenger arrested in Los Angeles at the airport on Wednesday after this. The passenger here seen assaulting a flight attendant during a flight from Los Cabos. Video from inside the plane shows an American Airlines flight attendant walking away from the suspect, who then runs up behind the flight attendant and punches them in the back of the head. They then retreat back to their seat. A witness on the plane revealed that other passengers helped restrain the suspect until they landed at LAX. At least 2 workers are dead following a fire at a BP Husky refinery in Ohio. It happened Tuesday night in the city of Oregon, east of Toledo. It took firefighters around 3 hours to put it out. The refinery produces a number of products, including gasoline, diesel fuels, and jet fuel.
Temperatures are fairly chilly across the upper Midwest this morning. 47 in Lacrosse, 48 in Madison right now, 37 in Morris, Minnesota. But I'll tell you what, the sun is coming up. We have a beautiful day that is in store. Temperatures top out at 60. For your high this afternoon, we'll do 61 for your Friday. I can't rule out a couple of showers. It's a chilly extended forecast.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Have a great day, folks.